In this lecture, we are going to solve some examples of properties of inverse trigonometric function. So this is the example of property 1. What was the property 1? Property 1 was that sine inverse of sine theta is what? Theta. Remember, theta should be the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and sine of sine inverse x is equal to x. X should be in the range of minus 1 to 1. Right? So we need to keep these range in our mind. Okay. Now let us see. Sine inverse sine pi by 3. This pi by 3 is in the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. We need to check it, right? So we can use the direct formula and we can write the answer as simple pi by 3. Right? I have taken a second example where this angle 5 pi by 6 is not in between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So what we will do? We will bring that angle in between these two range basically, right? And since it is sine inverse, so we will keep the sine term same. Now we know the formula, right? That sine pi plus minus theta is equal to what? Sine theta, right? Now if sine pi plus theta is there, then it will be minus sine, and for minus sine it will be plus. Okay, remember this thing. This we have already learned in standard 11th. And then sine 2 pi plus minus theta, again 2 pi plus theta, then it will be plus sine theta, and minus is minus, right? So in this 4 ways you can say you can keep the sine term same. Let us see which formula we can use here. So if I keep it like sine inverse sine, now if I use pi plus theta will not be giving me 5 pi by 6. Why? Because this whole angle is less than pi, right? So we need to take pi minus theta. So let's say pi minus theta, right? Now if pi minus theta is 5 pi by 6, correct? So what is my theta? Theta is pi minus 5 pi by 6, right? Which is equal to what? Pi by 6. So we can say here that sine inverse sine pi minus pi by 6. So sine pi minus pi by 6 is what? Plus sine inverse simple sine pi by 6. Now this pi by 6 is in the range of minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So we can use the conversion and the answer will be pi by 6. Correct? Okay, let us take cos and tan also. Right? So here I have taken 2 examples. First one is for cos. So cos inverse cos 9 pi by 8, right? Here the angle 9 pi by 8 is greater than pi. It is not in the range of 0 to pi, but for inverse function of cos we need theta to be in 0 to pi range. So what we can do, we will use the formula. Now again, if we remember how to keep cos intact, we will have like cos either 2 pi plus minus theta, because cos is positive in first and fourth quadrant. So we can use cos 2 pi plus minus theta. This will give me cos theta. We cannot use any other formula here, because if we use any other formula, suppose pi plus minus, then it will give you minus cos theta, and minus cos theta cannot be termed as cos minus theta. In sin and tan we can use minus sign also, but for cos we need to take only positive sign. Okay, so can we use this now to make the angle less than 0 and pi? So 2 pi plus theta will not give me 9 pi plus 8, right? Because it is greater than pi but less than 2 pi. So we will use 2 pi minus theta. So 2 pi minus theta, if it is 9 pi by 8, what is my theta? Theta will be 2 pi minus 9 pi by 8, which is 7 pi by 8. Now this 7 pi by 8 is less than pi. So we can use like cos inverse cos 2 pi minus 7 pi by 8. Right? You will give me cos inverse cos 7 pi by 8, which is equal to 7 pi by 8. Right? Similarly, let us take tan inverse case. So in tan inverse, our range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and it is very clear that this is not in the range. So now for tan, we can use minus sign also, because tan minus theta is minus tan theta. So tan, again same, pi plus minus theta, and tan 2 pi plus minus theta. So pi plus minus theta will give me positive tan, third quadrant, and minus will give me minus tan. 2 pi plus theta will give me plus tan theta, first quadrant, and minus theta will give me minus tan theta. So for tan theta it is direct, sin it was reverse. So let us say 5 pi by 4 is greater than pi, right? So we can use it as pi plus theta. So let us say pi plus theta is my 5 pi by 4. So what is my theta? Theta is 5 pi by 4 minus pi, which is pi by 4. Right? So we can say tan inverse tan pi plus pi by 4. This will give me 5 pi by 4. Now tan pi plus theta is plus tan theta, tan inverse tan pi by 4. Now this pi by 4 is in the range of minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. Hence my answer will be pi by 4. Okay, taking more examples of property 1. Now we will use this property, sine of sine inverse x is equal to x, where x is in the range of minus 1 to 1. Okay, first example I have taken it very simple, like sine of sine inverse 2 by 5. The answer will be 2 by 5, right? Now in the second example I have taken sine cos inverse 3 by 5. Okay, but we don't have any relationship like this. So what we need to change? We need to change this cos inverse into sine inverse. How to change that? Let us say cos inverse 3 by 5 is equal to theta. Right? So cos theta will be what? 3 by 5. Now either you can use Pythagoras theorem directly here, identities of trigonometry, or Pythagoras theorem you can say. Suppose this is my theta, so cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. By applying Pythagoras theorem, we can find out this perpendicular also as 4. So what will be my sin theta? Sin theta will be 4 by 5, and hence theta will be sin inverse 4 by 5. So in this way we have converted cos inverse 3 by 5 into sin inverse 4 by 5. Now we can use it, sin tan inverse 4 by 5, which is simple 4 by 5. Correct? Okay, coming to second property, let's revise the second property, which was also known as reciprocal property, which is cosec inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1 by x, sec inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 by x, and for cot inverse x we had two formulas. Tan inverse x if tan inverse 1 by x if x is greater than 0, and pi plus tan inverse 1 by x if x is less than 0. So I have taken two examples. First, both are very simple right now, so there is no complexity in this property. Sine, first example is sine cosec inverse 4 by 3. So simple, what we will do, we will first convert this cosec inverse into sine inverse using that property. It will be sine inverse 3 by 4, the reverse of 4 by 3, and hence you can write simply 3 by 4. And in second example, I have taken question like prove that cot inverse x minus tan inverse 1 by x is equal to 0 if x is greater than 0 and equal to pi if x is less than 0. So it is also based directly on the property. We know that cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse 1 by x if x is greater than 0. Just putting the values here. Cot inverse 4 if x is greater than 0, my cot inverse x will become tan inverse 1 by x, and hence it is 0. If x is less than 0, my cot inverse x is pi plus tan inverse 1 by x minus tan inverse 1 by x, and hence it is equal to pi. Simple proof. So remember these properties. Well, coming to third property. Third property was what? Involving negative numbers. Sin inverse minus x is minus sin inverse x. Cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. So you need to remember all the 6 ratios like this only. I have taken 2 examples, one on each. So cos sin inverse minus 5 by 13. Now we know that sin inverse minus of anything is minus sin inverse. So the next step we can write it like minus of sin inverse 5 by 13. This minus sign has come out, right? Now cos minus of anything, right? For example, cos minus theta, we know that this is cos theta. Using this property, we can write it like cos sin inverse 5 by 13. Clear? And then converting sine into cos. You can use a triangle. This is theta. For sine, this is 5 and 13. It will automatically come as 12. So it will become cos inverse 12 by 13, and hence answer will be 12 by 13. Correct? I have used Pythagoras theorem to convert this. Now taking this example, sine cos inverse minus 3 by 5. Cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. So we can write sine pi minus cos 3 by 5. Right? Now sine pi minus theta is equal to sine theta. Second quadrant, sine is positive. So we can write it like sine cos 3 by 5. Sorry, cos inverse. cos inverse 3 by 5, again using triangle and Pythagoras theorem. 3 by 5 will be 4. So my sin inverse is 4 by 5. Which is equal to 4 by 5. Clear? Okay, let us take the examples of fourth property. Let us revise the fourth property. Fourth property is what? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. Similarly for tan cot and sec cosec also. So I have taken two examples. First one is that if sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to pi by 2, find cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. It's very simple. Let's just put sin inverse x as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x using this property, right? Similarly for sin inverse y, you can write pi by 2 minus cos inverse y, and sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is given as pi by 2. So taking cos there and cancelling 1 pi by 2, my answer will be pi by 2 is equal to cos inverse x plus. Simple. Let's solve another example. Here it is given that if tan inverse x minus cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3, what is the value of x? We know that tan inverse 1 by root 3. What is the value of tan inverse 1 by root 3? It is pi by 6, 30 degree, correct? Now we all know that this relationship tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to what? Pi by 2. Adding these two equations, we will get 2 tan inverse x, this will get cancelled, is equal to pi by 6 plus pi by 2. Correct? So 2 tan inverse x is equal to 2 pi by 3. So tan inverse x will be equal to 2 will get cancelled, pi by 3, and so x is equal to what? Tan pi by 3. Pi by 3 is 60 degree.